Hey all again, how's it going? Same shirt, just a couple of videos today. I had one of my wonderful subscribers reach out with insomnia. So I want to talk a bit about insomnia because there's a lot of words that we hear thrown around a lot, like love, rest, relax, but no one really looks at what these words mean. Like insomnia, can't sleep. Okay, take a pill, take a Valium, drink alcohol, excessive alcohol. Do it, but what causes it? I think today in our society, one of the biggest problems of insomnia is overthinking. Overthinking is just something you're not taking action on. There's no such thing as a problem. It's a situation. So let's say a situation is a bill arise for $1,000. Power bill is $1,000, right? That's your situation. It's not a problem. It's only a problem if you can't pay it or you don't pay it and it's constantly up here. The bill, the bill, the bill, the bill, the bill. Then you've got 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8, 10, 50 other things in the old noggin doing the same thing. Bill, car, kids. Before you know it, and I see this every day, before you know it, you have no room to hold even temporary data or information like a street address in your head. And I see it, and it's horrible to watch. My solution, or part of a solution to this, is take out a plate or something, take some post-it notes, write down 3 to 5 of the highest priority things that are floating around in your head. You'll have major thought repeating patterns. Like I said, if this bill is one of those things where first thing in the morning it's there, late at night when you go to bed it's there, write it down. When you write it down, it's the act of taking something invisible and making it visible where you can see it. What it also does is, because you've written it down, the mind says, okay, we've taken it out now, we're going to put some action onto this. You'll stop thinking about it straight away. Now if you take 3 to 5 of the highest priority repeating thought processes that are really keeping you trapped, and you take them out, and then you put them in priorities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you create an action for that priority. Let's say the bill, $1,000, find a way to pay it. Ring them up, even making that phone call. Hello, I'm having a bit of trouble. No problems, thanks for communicating. It can take it off your mind for a bit. Most people hide from the shit, and I don't get it. It's such a simple process of just making that call, talking to that person. If you think someone's a fuckhead, tell them they're a fuckhead, okay? And the reason I say that is because there's a show, I can't remember the name of it. I do, Afterlife, I think it's called Afterlife. Good show. Ricky Gervais, I think. And in this, Ricky Gervais is talking to his brother-in-law. And his brother-in-law is in hospital. And he's in hospital because he doesn't stick up for himself or defend himself in any way, shape or form. Ricky Gervais does. I do. I'm the same. If I'm in an environment where someone's having a go at me and I think, you're a dickhead, I'll say, you're a fucking dickhead, mate. And this is why. And I'll say it. And the reason I say it is because I get it out right now. What most people do is they take it away and then they fume about it. Oh, fucking tell him next time. Fucking. Mate, that doesn't solve anything. Again, you've created your own problem. And I don't, not everything, like everyone, it's just about speaking your mind at the time it's needed to be spoken. When a word is supposed to be said to somebody, it must land where it should land. Not a lot of people like me. I don't care. They don't like me because I speak the truth. They say, oh, here's a problem I have, and I give them the solution, but it doesn't fit what they want. It's still a solution. It'll fix your problem. But no, not doing that, then go away. Don't you hate it when these same people come to you time after time with the same fucking problem? 2 times now you'll get with me, if you're lucky to get 2. Because I just won't tolerate it. And I won't tolerate it because, do I have insomnia? No, I used to, but I dealt with it. I don't overthink anymore. See, the mind should be like a still lake. And we use our mind to perform calculations, something our heart can't do. We're supposed to lead with our heart, think with our head. The biggest problem today is people's memory, past, creating futures, and their vivid imagination. Now, imagination is used for manifestation and creating your reality. Most people have shit realities because everyone is manifesting a shit life constantly every day without being consciously aware of it. And this collective consciousness creates this reality that we're living in right now, which is not very good. Because everyone's caught up in their own whirlwind of shit, tumultuality. That's the biggest thing, is overthinking. There's a lot of things that can help insomnia. Grounding is one. Getting out onto the bare feet in the earth is one. Dr. Berg is very good. He's a gentleman on YouTube. He's almost getting banned daily because his information is too pure and too true and too factful. Did you know that 90% of the vitamins sold today on the planet are fake? 90%. 90%. That's huge, man. You might as well just give us plastic shit. Well, in China, they watch out in China because they've got plastic rice. That's a good filler, isn't it? Do you remember our tip-top bread here? Twice the fiber? That's plastic in that fucking shit. Twice the fiber. My ass. I love the marketing and the bullshit and the lies. I love people, listening to people have these conversations, and I'm like, it's such a waste of time, like, even discussing this, because everyone's living in this false reality. And we know that, and we got to wake up. We got to wake up to these people and what they're doing. And, people like me are here to share all this stuff. I'll tell you what's good and what's not. I'll tell you that 99% of everything out there is not good. Wi-Fi is not good. Microwaves aren't good. None of that shit's good for you. It's just we're so lazy. Did you know with a Wi-Fi, for example, they can use voice to skull, and they can program you with it whenever you're in range of that Wi-Fi and sleeping, bypassing your auditory system by putting voice straight into the skull to programming you. Do you know that? It's insane what's going on today. What else can help with insomnia? Insomnia. Magnesium baths with some crystals in it. Non-breakdown crystals, of course, like amethyst, quartz, healing, good crystals. Melatonin is another one. Melatonin is naturally made in the stomach and the gut alongside serotonin. 20 minutes a day will do that. But you can buy it from iHerb. It's a company, iHerb.com. And you can get melatonin. I've researched. You can take quite high doses without anything happening. Anything around 10 milligram is okay. But make sure it's pure melatonin and doesn't have calcium carbonate in it, because calcium carbonate will cause areas around the ends of the bones where it's not supposed to have calcium to calcify. So we've got to watch that. So just make sure it's pure melatonin. Good diets, obviously. Drinking water. You can infuse water with good vibes just by holding it and speaking upon it and telling it that basically that when you drink the water, it's going to help you inside and nourish yourself. There's another thing with water. Did you know water, just drinking it on its own, dehydrates you? When we're drinking water, we're supposed to have a little bit of potassium, magnesium, and sodium in it. That allows our cells to absorb the water. The water will pass right through us and it'll actually leach the minerals out of the brain. So these people that chug water, not very good. We're supposed to have water with sodium. Look this up. Anything I say, do your own research. Sodium, magnesium, and potassium in the water. Pinch of salt, pinch of baking soda, a little bit of lime or lemon with the water. That's it. There's many videos out there. Eating right, healthy diets. There's St. John's wort. There's a lot of herbs that can help, but it does take a while to build up in the system. One of the hardest things also is the central nervous system. To try and relax the central nervous system while you're standing in the middle of town, which is humming with electromagnetic radiation and interference every single day, you step into a shipping container. You will notice that'll go instantly. Go out west. Go out west. Every kilometre you head out west in Australia, well, I'm on the east coast, so west, you'll notice that you'll get calmer and calmer and calmer the further you go, because you're moving away from this agitated city, the hum of the city, which is basically like standing in a microwave. I don't want to stand in a microwave. That's why I'm leaving next year, so I can go and be in the middle of nature. I don't want to do this anymore. To try and fix my central nervous system here, with all the agitation that's around me, the electricity and electromagnetic radiation interferences, EMIs, 5G, cell towers, all this stuff, Wi-Fi. Can you do it? You can, but you've got to have a Faraday cage to be able to do it, which is a cage like a shipping container. Like if we all go and move into shipping containers, yes, we can certainly stop all of that radiation from coming through. But I think the biggest thing today is overthinking. It's something that's very, very damaging today, because there's no room for anything. This is why you see people out driving, they're either fight or flight. Pharmaceuticals, yeah, a lot of antidepressant drivers out there. And what does it say on the antidepressants? Do not operate a vehicle. Funny that, isn't it? How many people are out there right now on the M1 on antidepressants, Nulactyl, Valium, tranquilizers? Fuck me. And then they put them out the road. Crazy society. So look at your overthinking. If you reduce your overthinking, it'll make more room for research. A resting brain, they say, uses about 25% energy. A studying brain uses about 75% energy. Now, if you're filling your body with plastic and sugar, you're not feeding that brain. Learning hurts the brain. That's why a lot of people refuse to learn, because it hurts. Good. Let us do the learning then. We can share it with you. Seriously though, we need good rest. We need good sleep. Without good sleep, we don't function. Like, I don't know how many times I see people, I look over in the car and this person's half asleep and they're like driving. It's like, wow, crazy. People are just so fatigued. Another reason is lack of exercise. We sit around all day, punching computers, 40 hours a week, some other person's business that you're helping them in their life. We don't get any exercise today. If you want to have a really good sleep, go and flog your body. Go for a big run, big weights, go and swim 10Ks. You'll sleep bloody good that night, that's for sure. Swimming is one of the best exercises you can do for everything. Cycling is another good one. Even walking. If you're angry, walk. Listen to deep focus music in the background. Aromatherapy, incense, clearing, energy. But the magnesium baths are good. Don't rely on pharmaceuticals. They won't help you. Do some research, listen to your body, and look after yourself. Have a good day. Talk to you in the next one.